Do you think predators only go after prey? Well, that isn't completely true. Some of the most explosive battles actually take place between two or more predators. Whether it's a leopard that sneaks into a lion's territory or wild dogs and hyenas facing off for scraps, these fights are always exciting to watch. Part of the reason why we love watching stuff like this is the unpredictability of it all. So today, we bring to you 10 of the most brutal battles between predators. Let's jump right in. Number 10. Hyenas versus wild dogs. Hyenas and wild dogs are always in direct conflict because they share the same habitats and foods. Even though a hyena is bigger and stronger than a solo wild dog, a single hyena can't hope to face off against an entire wild dog pack. In this clip, that's what happens as the hyena is surrounded by a pack of vicious dogs. They corner the poor hyena and torture it for some time. Even though the hyena tries to fend off its attackers, the numbers are simply not in its favor. This encounter could very well have been the end for this hyena. The tide of the battle turns when another hyena rushes in to help its trapped compatriot. The second hyena likely arrives at the spot after hearing the first one's cries, but as soon as it comes into the picture, the wild dogs disperse. In this one, a wild dog has captured and killed an impala. However, in the wilderness, just because you hunted an animal doesn't mean it is yours to claim. Soon, a hyena rushes in and tries to steal the wild dog's kill. Even though the wild dog objects to this theft, it doesn't have its pack to back it up. Still, the wild dog puts up a brave fight until another hyena comes into the area. Now, the dog has to back off as it simply cannot prevail against such odds. Number 9. Lions versus wild dogs. A wild dog pack can be audacious enough to take on lions and win too. Usually, wild dogs will get into a confrontation with lions when trying to steal their food. But these wild dog pups have no chance against a full-grown male lion. In the clip, the lion stalks the wild dog family, mostly consisting of pups. Then it suddenly runs in for an attack and catches a few of them. While the other puppies run out of sight, the victims have no chance to put up a fight or resist. In just a blink of the eye, the lion subdues and kills the two pups. Soon, others from the pride join the lion. This lioness is in a precarious position with wild dogs surrounding it on all sides. With no way to get out, the predator decides to go on the offense. It charges towards the dogs and quickly catches up to one of them. As she tries to bite into the captured wild dog, the others in the pack quickly rush in and attack the lioness. Some of them deliver strong bites to the downed lioness. Now, the wild dogs are in complete control, assaulting the lioness, who can only fend off these attacks. After a few more minutes of brutality, the wild dogs seem to lose interest in the big cat and move away. And in this one, a wild dog rushes in after an impala without noticing that a pride of lions are in its way. While the impala slips past, it's simply too late for one of the wild dogs. The lions are ready and almost pounce on the dog when it gets too close. Within just moments, the captured dog is killed brutally. For the lions, this is a victory as it means lesser competition for their food. Still, it goes to show that a wild dog simply doesn't stand a chance against lions unless it has the collective help from the pack. Number 8. Hyenas versus lions. Lions have a similar relation with hyenas as they do with wild dogs. Hyenas too compete for the same prey, which makes them mortal enemies of the kings of the jungle. But how do fights between hyenas and lions end? In this clip, a male lion has been surrounded by more than 20 hyenas. Having strayed too far from its pride, this lion seems to be in the trickiest of situations. The hyenas pick on it and deliver fast and brutal bites. Visibly, the lion seems too tired to carry on the fight for too long. It is bleeding and at the end of its wit. Soon, the hyenas will gain the upper hand and the lion will be killed. But then, out of nowhere, another male from the pride arrives to provide support to the trapped lion. And just like that, the tables have now turned. Even 20 hyenas won't dare to take on 2 male lions at the same time, so the vicious animals disperse. Hyenas are having a gala feast from a huge animal's carcass, but the commotion alerts lions resting nearby. When the big cats rush into the area, all the hyenas escape except 2, who are inside the carcass. One of them chooses the daring escape and quickly bolts from the carcass, leaving only 1 hyena behind. The lone hyena has no way to get out as the lions surround it on all sides. Even a single misstep and the animal would be brutally killed by the vicious predators. In the end, the hyena remained inside the carcass in relative safety, even falling asleep inside. That's the level of fear hyenas have when it comes to lions. We don't really blame them. Number 7. Bears versus wolves. Adult bears and adult wolves don't prey on each other, but they don't share the best of relationships either. Bears can pose a threat to wolf pups, which is why wolf packs usually do not tolerate bears in their territories. And when they fight, you can't pick a favorite, as either of the two can come out on top. The bear in this clip doesn't seem to have noble intentions, as it is on the lookout for unguarded wolf pups. Fortunately for the pups, the entire pack is present to protect them from the bear's assaults. As the bigger animal looks to sneak into the wolf's den, the adult wolves come out and start attacking it. One of them bites the bear in the rear to prevent it from going any further. The wolves work together and deliver quick bites, leaving the bear completely unable to do anything about it. In the end, it is driven off and the wolf pups are safe. Here, a polar bear gets surrounded by wolves. Why these wolves think that messing with the humongous polar bear is a good idea is beyond us. They try to sneak up on the bear, but it looks unbothered at first. Then, as more wolves start assaulting it, the bear stops in its tracks and begins actively fending off its attackers. As you can see, the wolves don't dare outright fight with the bear because they know the results can be disastrous in this case. Number 6. Leopards versus honey badger. Honey badgers have an infamous temper, and nobody, regardless of how big or small the animal, wants to face off against a honey badger. Leopards that target badgers in desperation are well aware of the tough fight they have ahead. It's 3-on-1 in this one, as 3 leopards try to take down a honey badger. But it isn't just any other prey, as the leopards soon find out. The badger single-handedly fights against all 3. Without an ounce of fear, the targeted animal rushes in and strikes its attackers brutally. All of the fighting and resistance finally pays off, when in the end, the honey badger manages to slip past all 3 big cats. This one shows once again why you don't want to mess with honey badgers ever. In the second clip, the honey badger has been captured by a leopard. As you can expect, it doesn't just give up after a while, but fights back with all its might. Even when the leopard has its head squarely inside its mouth, the honey badger struggles to go free. In the end, the big cat picks the honey badger and walks off, with the captured animal still very much alive. Do you think the leopard got its prey this time around, or was it another failed attempt? Number 5. Cheetah versus leopards. Even though cheetahs and leopards are closely related to each other, they don't get along too well. Either of them will try to attack or chase the other away from an area, thereby ensuring minimal competition for food. In this clip, a cheetah walks towards a leopard completely oblivious to the fact. However, the leopard spots the other animal from afar and lays low to launch a surprise attack. As the cheetah comes closer and almost within reach, the leopard pounces in a surprise attack. If the target was any other animal, this last-minute attack would have surely been successful, but not against the cheetah. The fastest mammal on the planet has almost no problem sidestepping the attacker and running off, although it came very close to being captured, primarily due to lack of awareness of its surroundings. In this next one, the tables have turned. A leopard has entered a cheetah's territory, and this cheetah isn't one to forgive, especially since it's a mother with only 1 cub left. All the other cubs have perished in different animal attacks. Now, the trespassing leopard poses a threat to its last remaining offspring. The cheetah simply lashes out and chases the leopard out of the area. Number 4. Lions versus leopard. Knowing lions, it's no wonder that they have beef with leopards. Since leopards usually hunt alone, they are almost never a match for an entire lion pride. These lions discover this leopard in their territory, and all 12 of them now surround it. Each of the lions takes turns to attack. It is a truly dangerous situation for the leopard that is trying to fight back while lying on its back. This stance by the leopard perhaps shows that it doesn't want to get involved in a fight and simply wants to get away. However, to these lions, it's just competition. It could also be a threat to any lion cubs in the pride. That's why these big cats are attacking with such ferocity. In the end, even though the leopard puts up a tremendous fight, it simply isn't enough to save its life. The leopard in this clip is in the middle of 3 lionesses. While it cannot fight against all 3, the leopard can still make an attempt to escape. As we all know, leopards are incredible tree climbers, and this trapped big cat simply tries to run up a tree. But just as it is about to escape the lioness's clutches, the leopard is pulled down midway up its climb. The leopard is then dragged along across the ground. What do you think happened to the trapped animal? Number 3. Shark versus octopus. Sharks and octopuses are both apex predators underwater. But who do you think would come out on top if these two clash? The results might surprise you. In this clip, a giant Pacific octopus and a shark face off inside a huge aquarium tank. The octopus actually blends in with the underwater rocks and launches a surprise attack when the shark passes. It uses its tentacles and their suction cups to hold the shark, preventing it from swimming away. Within moments, the shark is subdued completely, and now the octopus can have its well-earned meal in peace. But just because the octopus emerged victorious in that face-off doesn't mean that every encounter ends the same way. For instance, in this one, the shark goes straight for an octopus hiding inside the sand. It pulls the victim out and then assaults it viciously. In the blink of an eye, the captured octopus is swallowed, and the only thing it can do as a last resort is release its black ink. But that doesn't prove to be useful in the least. Number 2. Wolf versus fox. Wolves and foxes are at each other's throats all the time. Wolves have the advantage in such encounters because they are bigger and stronger than any fox. But the fox's quick reaction and thinking more than makes up for what it lacks in sheer size. In this clip, a wolf is stalking the fox from a distance, preparing to launch an attack. Suddenly, it charges at the target, and the fox realizes at the very last moment. However, it is able to fool the wolf and tricks the attacker into thinking it has cornered its prey. The fox sidesteps and escapes the clutches of this big bad wolf. Number 1. Eagle versus hawk. Encounters between predators don't just happen on land or in water. Even predatory birds clash, but such fights mostly happen overhead. In this one, a red-tailed hawk decides to suddenly attack the bald eagle from behind. But the eagle is no pushover and shows why it is one of the apex predators in the sky. It quickly does a complete 360 mid-flight to warn its attacker off. The hawk immediately backs off. Do you know of any other predators that end up fighting frequently over food or territory? Let us know in the comments below. But that's all the time we have today, and we hope you enjoyed the video. Like always, don't forget to drop a like and share the video with friends and family. If you are new here, click on the subscribe button and turn on all notifications to stay updated about all our future content. We'll see you soon in the next one. Until then, take care and have a great day ahead. Bye!